Good morning, boys and girls. For reading workshop today, we're going to think about the universal themes in your book that you identified during session 16 yesterday. Remember that common themes or lessons that we see in books are lessons that almost everyone in the world can understand. So today that's what we're going to think about a little bit is how these universal themes apply to something that's taking place in our modern world. For today, you're going to go back to Kittle.co, which you used in another lesson, and you're going to see if you can find something that took place in recent history. Aim for about 2000 to now, but you can go a little bit earlier, where this lesson, this universal theme from your historical fiction book would apply. I want us to take a look at an example using Jabari Jumps, a book that we read at the very beginning of our historical fiction unit. So, how can we find an example in the real world? Well, I chose to look at Jabari Jumps, and the theme in Jabari Jumps that we talked about was showing perseverance and never giving up. Remember, he had that fear of the diving board, but he stuck with it, and at the end, he felt that moment of pride after that perseverance that he showed. So, I tried a few options in Kittle.co for my search, but I found the most success when I used the term never give up in my search bar. I got a bunch of different articles and I looked through them to find one that I wanted to use, an example that I wanted to give. Here are some tips when you're searching. If one phrase that you use doesn't work, try different word combinations to find what you're looking for. That's actually another example of perseverance, like Jabari showed in the book. You only need to use a few words from your theme, not a full sentence. And you can also look for examples of your theme. So it could be examples of perseverance, examples of bravery, whatever it is that your theme is. If you want, you can use that term examples of in front of those few words. Those are just some tips to help you when you're searching. So here's the example that I found when I did my search for Never Give Up. So the book title is Jabari Jumps. The author is Gaia Cornwall. And the universal theme that I said was to keep trying and never give up, right? That idea of perseverance. So, an example of this theme in real life in recent years is a young girl named Lauren Hill who always wanted to play college basketball. After making a college team, she was diagnosed with brain cancer. I think this is an example of the universal theme of never giving up and showing perseverance because Lauren refused to let her diagnosis stop her from reaching her dream. And she pushed herself to work hard and practice with the team, even as she was going through treatment. And even though she was sick, she was able to achieve her dream, of playing in a college basketball game. So I felt that this example really showed that perseverance, similar to the way Jabari did in his story, Jabari Jumps. So I'm going to let you go and I'm going to let you search for your universal themes using Kittle.co. And your teachers are all looking forward to seeing the real life examples that you're able to show us.